Hey, algebra students, today we're going to talk about ratios and proportions. So I'm just going to read the definition for you guys, and then we're going to get right to it. Today's assignment is going to be fairly easy. You're going to be given two different ratios, and you're going to decide whether or not they form a proportion or not. So let's see. A ratio is a comparison of two numbers by division. The ratio of x to y can be expressed as x to y, x colon y, or x divided by y. These are the different ways, and we would read these x to y, x over y. Ratios are usually expressed in simplest form, reduced fractions, usually. An equation stating that two ratios are equal is called a proportion. All right? To determine whether two ratios form a proportion, express both ratios in simplest form or check for equal cross products. So example 1, determine whether the ratios 24 over 36, 24 to 36, and 12 to 18 are equivalent ratios. Right, yes or no, justify your answer. So what the first thing they're going to do is they're going to simplify the ratio. 24 over 36 reduces to 2 over 3 because 24 divided by 12 is 2, 36 divided by 12 is 3, 12 divided by 6 is 2, 18 divided by 6 is 3. So they both reduce to 2/3. Since they both reduce to 2/3, that's an equivalent fraction. The answer would be yes for that one. Yes, they are equivalent. Another way to do this is to use cross products to determine whether 10 over 18 and 25 over 45 form a proportion. So you set the two fractions equal to each other, and you're going to cross multiply. So 10 times 45 is 450, and 18 times 25 is 450. And since they both cross multiply, their products are equal, then yes, they form a proportion. So that would be yes. So I'm going to do it a little bit, just a tiny bit different for you guys going forward. So you can absolutely do it that way. So 1/2 and 16 over 32. Well, we know 16 divided by 16 is 1, and 32 divided by 16 is 2. So 1/2 equals 1/2. Yes, they are equivalent fractions. But what I'm going to teach you guys is something much quicker, much easier. You're just going to simply use a calculator, and you're going to divide the top divided by the bottom. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. And 16 divided by 32 is 0.5. And if those two numbers are equal, the answer is yes, they are equivalent ratios. 5 divided by 8 is 0.625. Ten divided by 15 is 0.67. So if you notice, 0.625 does not equal 0.67. So since they're not equal, the answer is no. And so that's all you're doing today for today's assignment. 10 divided by 20 is 0.5. And 25 divided by 49 is close, but it's 0.51. 0.5 does not equal 0.51, so the answer is no. And so that's all you're doing today. 25 divided by 36 is 0.69. 15 divided by 20 is 0.75. They do not equal each other, so no. And then we'll do number 6. This will be our last one, and then you'll be able to do it on your own, guys. 4 divided by 9 is 0.44444. 0.44. Repeating. And 12 divided by 27 is, you guessed it, 0.44. Repeating. So the answer is yes. But you can also look at this. 4 over 9, that is reduced. 12 over 27, they can both be divided by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. And 27 divided by 3 is 9. So 4 nines equals 4 nines. So that's what you guys are going to do. You guys are just going to tell me if they are equivalent or not. Divide the top by the bottom and see if they are equal. And you have 18 problems to do. All right, reach out if you need some help.